There's a term I learned in another class about design that I'd like to explain to you. It's called creeping featurism. It's a pretty simple concept. Take cell phones, for example. When the first one came out, you could, well, make phone calls. But then, competitors released better versions with more features. You could send text messages, track your location, check email, surf the web, and watch television. The trouble, for some like me, is that I find all that extra stuff so confusing and useless that I put off getting a cell phone for quite a while. The same thing happens with other types of technology. While Scott and Philip and I were shooting some video yesterday afternoon, I noticed something that surprised me. On the way out of the classroom, neither Scott nor Philip really seemed all that excited about using video in our project. I wasn't really sure why. I mentioned to Scott how simple the camera was to operate, and that seemed to get his attention a little, so I handed it to him. He was impressed. Philip's own camera, although a little more robust, was almost as straightforward, and once we got started, he became a roaming cameraman looking for alternative shots of our interviews. Here's the thing. Almost anybody can be intimidated by some aspect of technology. Even these students were expecting to be so excited and predisposed to the opportunities we're going to offer them. I think the first step to introducing technology into the classroom is to always stay rooted in simplicity. I'm not sure, of course. I haven't introduced it into my classroom yet, but this is something I'm going to have to remind myself about all the time. You may already take this for granted, but it's something I really struggle with as I sit in front of all the monitors in my fortress of composition in my home office, forgetting that almost all the writers in my classroom, me included, couldn't type before they could use a pencil, and the pencil didn't do them much good until they could spell.